Good morning and welcome to day one, kind of. It's technically two of peak week. So it's Monday. I trained upper this morning. We made a slight change this morning to my pre-workout meal. Normally I train on a high day on a full bagel and a banana and 20 grams of whey. Today I trained on 60 grams of oats, 20 grams of whey, 100 grams of berries and 10 grams of Biscoff, which was lovely. It did sit heavy though. It did sit heavy. I'm not normally used to having something that heavy. I probably had it about half an hour before I trained as well, which is my own fault, but I had got up at 5:10 to do my check-in and then make it and get over there for 6. So it is what it is. I did settle and sit in the car probably about 15 minutes before I actually trained. So maybe it was about half an hour, 45 minutes. Anyway, it sat a little heavy, but the pumps that I got from it, I'll insert a clip and you can tell me whether that did the trick or not. It felt really good and I had a good session. Did my upper session and I'm not having to pull back on my training, which is so nice, because the thing that I usually hate about peak weeks is that you have to just do loads of pumpy sessions, and I don't have to do that until Friday, which is a chest push session, and that's fine. So I'm back now. I'm cracking on with work. I've been working since about 8:30 because I had to attend a meeting on behalf of my boss who's off today. I think it's going to be another crazy day, just going off things that have happened over the weekend with work, but I'm trying to stay as chill as possible. I did get about 5,000 steps in whilst I was at the gym as well, yeah. So I'm on 5.2, which is a good start to the day. I'm just making up my creamy now for later, and I've had a comment about the creamy in the vlog that I posted last night, which was late by the way. Oh, sorry. Even though I've had more time, it's felt difficult to sit down and do that because I had so many clips to edit. But anyway, it's there now, and I'll try and keep on top of it this week with last week's vlog. But I thought I might as well show you how I'm making it up, because I had a comment about how I do it. Christ, look at all the shit everywhere. Mini fridge. Anyway, I also picked up some of the, I don't know whether it's called Quai or Why. It's a hair product that I was recommended about my slick bun, because I didn't want it to look greasy and I wanted it to look matte. And I picked up this matte pomade from that brand. Still a little bit greasy, babe. It's still a little bit greasy, but do you know what? It'll be fine for today. I'm going to hold off on washing my hair until Friday, I think, if I can help it, because I want it to be nice for show day, and I want to do like a mask and do all my hair removal and have a bit of a glam up day. But anyway, back to my creamy. So I've put this much water in my NutriBullet. I am gonna put a little bit of unsweetened almond in it. When I say a little bit, I haven't actually measured that, but to be honest, with my unsweetened almond milk, Amy doesn't care much. So I've just put a little bit of that in. Next, I'm going to put my yogurt in. I've got some scales down here whilst I'm doing it. So I need 150 grams of zero fat Greek. I always put the water or any liquid that I'm putting in the NutriBullet in first, so that it doesn't all catch and go claggy at the bottom. I'm going to put 100 grams of raspberries in. When I do this with cherries, cherries have like a naturally sweet flavour. Raspberries can be quite tart, can't they? So I'm actually going to put a little bit of Splendor in this, because otherwise the raspberries are still very sharp, like they would be in a sorbet. There's bang on 100 grams of berries in there now. You can see all the yogurt slip into the bottom, but that's not a problem. Next couple of things that I'm going to put in are the sweetener and also xanthan gum. So xanthan gum is really good for creamies when you're making them with things that aren't milk. Milk has natural fats in there, so you get the kind of creamy texture. But when you're making things with just water or non-fat yogurt, you're not going to get that. So I'm going to put a couple of grams. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a couple of grams of xanthan gum in it. Xanthan gum, if you put too much in, it will make like a foam, and it's difficult to get through the creamy. 2 grams I find is just enough, but some people have said that too much xanthan gum, or xanthan gum in general, will give them some digestive discomfort, but I don't find that I have that. So I've put 2 grams of xanthan gum in there, 2 teaspoons of Splenda in. So now it looks like that, but I'm going to whip it through the NutriBullet, and then I'll show you what kind of consistency I come out with. Did you just moan? I swear to God. So now what I've got is this. This is the outcome.
Oh.
I don't know whether I'm just well practiced at this now, but that is bang on the max fill line. I don't know whether people dab anymore, but I feel like if they do, that's probably the feeling that I have every time I hit the max fill line there. So now I'm going to pop that in the freezer. We'll keep it flat. The creamy blades come down like that. They're not angled, it's flat, so it needs to be kept flat whilst it freezes, otherwise you're going to get inconsistency through the ice cream. So I'm going to pop that in the freezer, and then I'll have that probably about 7 p.m. It will probably be a bit softer. Had I done it last night and it had been frozen for longer, it would probably be a better outcome, but I'm okay with having it a bit softer. It still gives me so much more volume than if I was having that as a yogurt, so it does the job. So there we go. That is how I use the creamy. I did use it before I started carb cycling to split one of my meals and have oats and whey separately, and put my whey in there in the creamy and have that as an ice cream, which was fucking delicious. God, it was so good. But since we've been carb cycling, I haven't done that because I want to have my carbs all together in that evening meal and not separate it. To have it 4 times a week is more than enough for me. So that is part of my last meal of the day on a training day. I mix up my Biscoff sauce, which is literally 10 grams of Biscoff and a smidge of boiling water, and it just melts and makes the perfect sauce for ice cream. So I'm doing good, and I've done that all the way through this prep. I've had that meal or something with that Biscoff sauce on it, and you know what, I think it's really helped my food focus having something like that, because I just don't crave it. I haven't got any cravings for anything like cookie boxy or something that I definitely did last time. I was extremely food focused and I haven't been. So hats off to my mum and dad for getting me the creamy for Christmas as well, because a pint of ice cream before you go to bed is pretty fucking good. And now for the best delivery of last week, an espresso. I'm out for my lunchtime walk, and I say lunchtime, it's 2:10, but that's just how my fucking day has gone. I have barely moved since I sat down for work this morning because it's just been another intense day. We've got an ongoing incident up in Scotland that needed my attention all day Friday because nobody else was in, and it needs my attention all day today because nobody else is in. They've taken leave. Joke's on them, I've got 2 days off this week. Haha. Wednesday is their problem, and Friday is their problem, and guess what, Monday it's their problem. So it's fine, it's all good in it. I'm actually just gonna grab a Monster because I fucking feel like it. But I am so hungry today, and I know exactly why it is. Oats are so much faster at digesting than my bagel. It's like my body is ripping through the food it's got today. But I'm sure that will get easier throughout the week. Yeah, I am ravenous today. I have got to be a little bit tactical with my food later on because I'm having my teeth whitened at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And it'll take an hour. And I can't have like coloured foods afterwards, like immediately. And I've got a tomato sauce in my, I'm fucking thinking about it. I've got my creamy as well, haven't I? Which is pink. I might have fucked this and I might have pink teeth. But I'm going to get this beef and rice and sauce meal down me before I go so that I'm not risking any staining. And then I should be fine by the time I want to have my creamy later. Oh my God, what a knob. Why didn't I just... I suppose I could just have yoghurt and raspberries and peanut butter on its own or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll work that out. But yeah, I'm having my teeth whitening today, which is my pretty much last glow up appointment before stage, because I've had my hair done, although I'm not 100% happy with it, because my root tap hasn't taken very well and my greys haven't covered very well, so I'm having that done on Bank Holiday Monday again. I love sitting down. Yeah, I've just got a massage. I'm doing my nails myself. I might go and get a pedi on Wednesday and treat myself. But yeah, that's it until I get my tan and everything. I'm doing my hair myself for this one. I don't think I'm going to do anything spectacular, considering how many attempts at my hair I've done. I actually think I might just have it straightened down because I've never had my hair straight on stage and I think it always looks really sleek and nice. So I might do that. Probably need to grab a bit of food shopping. I need to do a fucking dolphin order. I don't think it's going to come in time for the weekend. I don't need it for the weekend, but it's just nice to have it organised. But yeah, that is my day. Just trying to get a few steps in now so that it's not as wank later. Because steps are still at 13 to 14 at the moment. And I think it's Wednesday that they start dialing back. But I'll keep you in the loop anyway. Another high day tomorrow with my pre-workout oats instead of my bagel, which will hopefully go down a little bit better on leg day, I think. I think most people I've walked past on this walk are wearing a t-shirt and shorts. And I'm out here in a fucking jumper and a puffer jacket. But if I don't, I'm just freezing. I might stretch to taking my jacket off when I go and get my teeth done later. Then again, I might fucking not. Because to me it's cold. Okay, so I only did 45 minutes. My teeth are most definitely whiter. With a tan, they didn't not look white anyway. But I got the impression that she was like, we'll check you at 45 minutes and then if you want to do an hour, do an hour. And she checked it at 45 minutes. I just got the impression that she wanted to go home. In the sense that, like, you put the gum protector on and you put the whitening gel on. By that point, I could not be fucking asked to put that back on for another 15 minutes. Yeah, they will, when I've got a tan, they'll be brighter than the sun, I hope. Yeah. Much brighter. Much brighter. Lovely stuff. I have got about 3,000 steps to do, maybe even 4. And it's 7:15. And I need to get a bit of food shopping as well, so... Oops. Oh well, that was the only time I could do this week with her, so is what it is. Okay, so I'm out getting my last 3,000 of the day. It's 8 o'clock. I am excited to get home and have my creamy. I'm not particularly hungry, but I am looking forward to my creamy. I fucking was earlier, honestly. Christ. At least I am prepared for how hungry I'm going to be tomorrow after legs and the pre-workout oats. Wow. Thing from my check-in that I forgot to add, actually, was that I'm adding 20 grams of jam to that oat whey, peanut butter and cherries meal tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be yum. It'll be heavy, it'll be yum. I'm going to get up a little bit earlier tomorrow just so that I can let that settle a little more before I train legs. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not used to, because I've been on high days for the last week and this week. This is not what I'm used to in terms of a carb up. But again, I've been digging until the very last minute before. So what I'm used to is being depleted, flat, not eating a lot, and then pulling cardio out maybe 3 days before a show, and then starting to add some carbs in. But I've been on high days for forever. I think they're still being trickled in, like the jam and stuff on top of my current high days. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I'm not looking at myself too much at the moment. After last week, I don't want to get in my head. I just want to bloody enjoy it. If I get moved, I get moved. I'm going to try for athletic in another show anyway. So, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And just enjoying this run up, because you can put too much pressure on yourself sometimes and overthink things. These next few weeks and the time that you're on stage is just going to fly by. So you need to just soak it up for what it is. There's so many fucking flies out. If I get covered in midgie bites pre-show, I'll be fuming. If I had to say something negative about the creamy, it's this. Why so noisy? So when I first got that and I used it for the first time, I was like, oh my god, is mine broken? And I went on YouTube to see if it should be that noisy, and apparently they all are. So I've just put 10 grams of Biscoff in this little pot and mixed it with some really hot water, just a dribble. And I'm going to pour that into the well that my creamy has made. I'm going to really fucking enjoy it, because it's the best part about training days, other than the actual training. I'm going to go and sit on the sofa with Andy and probably watch New Girl. Good night. Kidding. Good morning, it is Tuesday. It is 5:30. It's quads and delts today, and I've just made up my pre-workout meal, which is just getting bigger and bigger. I've also just dropped 4 of these. These are my pump of choice on show day. I think I've previously used it. I think I'm going to use it this time. But I've had 4 of those, and I usually give them about 45 minutes to kick in. And I've got my 60 grams of oats, 20 grams of whey, 10 grams of Biscoff, 20 grams of jam, and 100 grams of cherries. And I'm going to stand and eat this whilst Andy gets his ass up. And then we'll go and train and see what happens and what I look like. But this is a good session for the ride on and for this pre-workout meal, because it's quads and delts, so I should see a pump through my upper and my lower for my post-workout posing today. Whoa. I'm weighing in at 60.5 kilos today, so slightly up on yesterday, but that's fine. We've got oats in there. had a heavier pre-workout meal and we're starting to try and fill me up a little bit. So I don't anticipate my weight to be lower throughout the week. Wow. This is a very bold claim, but I think that I've just changed my life. I've never had Frosties before. And I saw, and I'm gonna call her out, I saw on Brooke Helmore's story, she was eating Frosties post-workout, and I was like, oh, are they less than 3 grams of fat per 100 grams? I imagine so, if someone else on a Team DW plan is having Frosties. And fuck me. What? Brooke, thank you. You've changed my life. I've just changed my life. Wow. So feedback from Amy this morning is that I am looking weirdly flat. So I've got some more fats as well as carbs going in today. It's another high day. And yeah, we're just filling me up slowly, but we need to make those carbs stick, so that's why the fats are going in there. So I will update you as I go along, but there's more peanut butter, there's some dark chocolate in there. It's mainly peanut butter, to be honest. I think I've had it added to one meal and then more of it with another one. Can't remember, but I'll let you know. I've just been to the shop to pick up some what I call lazy chicken, which is just some cooked chicken breast, because the weird chicken and peanut butter combos are coming. I've got one meal today, which is chicken and peanut butter and rice and veg, and that's it, I think, for now, but I feel like this will get repeated throughout the week if we're trying to add some fats in with my carb meals to make sure that I stay full. So let us see, but it's in the fridge if I need it. I'm just about to get home and make my chicken salad meal, because I'm going to save my rice sauces for the chicken peanut butter meal and the mince meal. I haven't made my creamy yet. I'm going to make it now, because otherwise it's not going to set in time. I have just used my lunch break to have a shower and brush my teeth, because that is just how my morning went. I got stuck in 40 minutes of traffic getting home from the gym. Nothing says peak week to me like this meal. It's chicken, rice, veg and 20 grams of peanut butter, which I'm going to down in about 4 minutes before my next meeting. I'm running on fumes today when it comes to time, but it'll be all right. I'm just about to have my first chocolate. My first taste of chocolate since Christmas Day. 20 grams. Yeah, that bangs, doesn't it? It's very good. I'm gonna nibble on that for a bit and savour it. Like, the thing is, when you, because I've got Biscoff and stuff in my plan, it just doesn't hit the same as if you'd been restricted all this time. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's not the mind-blowing post-show something yummy, because I've been having something yummy every day. I finished work later than I would have liked. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't have had to work at all, but I need money and my feet are just not in a position to sell foot pics online, so I have to have a normal 9 to 5. I'm just getting my beef, rice, green veg and tomato sauce meal in before I go for my massage, because I need something, because I'm going to have to do another 6,500 steps after work, because I spent my lunch break showering because I was so late. Fucking life, innit? This is my third one of these today. I am gasping. What the fuck is wrong with me? Don't answer that. There's several things wrong with me. We have the rest of my supplements now, and we'll have another GVA later, which is this one. When I have a carb meal, just realised how open my water bottle is. That was pure danger. And I'll be having my creamy with oats and a fuck ton of peanut butter, because I get 20 grams of peanut butter and 20 grams of Biscoff in this final meal today. Buzzing. I don't know whether I've suddenly just become allergic to outside, but every time I go for my evening walk to finish my steps off, I'm just really fucking itchy. I don't know. I have just got out of my massage with Katrina. It was lighter than normal, which is kind of nice. Dare I say I even enjoyed it. But yeah, it's just a little bit of drainage, a little bit of loosening up. If there are any knots and imbalances, that they're gone. And yeah, I'm feeling good. I am always super thirsty and wee like a trooper after my massages. So I imagine that's what I'll spend my evening doing. I always like to cut off my water by 9 so that I don't spend the night pissing and break my sleep up. But I've nearly drank 6 litres today, on top of a cold brew, on top of my pre-workout water. I just can't stop fucking drinking. I know I've said that a million times, but I'm just like, where has this come from? I've been like it the whole way through. But it's serving me well. I've lost 60 pounds in 20 weeks, so it's not going against me, is it? But I imagine that is the one thing that I'll really, really struggle with coming up to show day, is having my water dropped, because that will come. I'm ready for it. You can't go into a show day drinking 6 litres of water a day. High fat days on peak week don't get a lot better than this. There's a lot of Biscoff and peanut butter going on here. Morning. It's 6:15 and it's Wednesday. Oh, I've checked in. Fucking hell. Sent everything across to Amy. My weight is up today, 1 kilo on yesterday, and I'm not going to let it wig me out because I ate my last meal quite late and I also had my massage yesterday. So there's been variables, do you know what I mean? I'm not arsed on it. I'm off work today. Why am I up at 6:15 on my day off, you ask? I've got a very long list of jobs to do today. They're not like intense by any means, but I've got lots of things to do today, and I wanted to make a really good dent in my steps, although they've been dropped for today. So today, rather than my 13 to 14k, I'm doing 10 to 12. I've done my check-in already and sent that over to Amy, so I'm just waiting to see what she changes today on my high day rest day food, because it's a high day. Shock. I'm looking leaner today than I did yesterday, I think. I'll see what Amy says about that. But I've brought my meal one with me because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I really wanted to prioritise having posing practice today, do steps here today. I'll run through my posing several times and I'll run through my routine as well, but I'll also do this on Friday just to make sure that I'm really embedding some of the tweaks that Kayla gave me on Saturday, just to make sure that I've done everything that I can. I'm doing everything that I can. I'll continue doing this between shows as well. But yeah, my list of jobs today, some of it is food shop. I want to go and get a pedi. I need to go and pick up my dumbbells from a client's house. I need to go and buy Maggie a new antler because they're her favourite, and it'll keep her occupied this weekend whilst we're actually bringing her with us to the place that we're staying. We've got a dog-friendly Airbnb, and Andy will just kind of take the reins with that whilst I'm getting my tan and everything, and I'll probably have to keep away from her because I don't want her jumping up me or licking me at that point. Not ideal, but it's fine. What else have I got to do today? Get a pedi, do my own nails today, my show day nails. I want to put a wash on of some of the stuff that I'm going to take with me this weekend. Yeah, just like bits like that. They're not huge, enormous tasks. And I need to sort the house insurance out today because it finishes mid-May. Yeah, just like little bitty jobs. So it's fine. But I'm actually going to go in with my rest day monster and do an enormous poo because I feels it brewing. And I know that this is probably too much information, but we do that over here. I don't know what the fuck is going on this week, but my farts are rancid. Just girly things. I have had my feedback through from Amy. She thinks I'm looking a little watery and inflamed in places, but also agrees with me that my legs are looking tighter. So we are adding in some more carbs today and a little bit of fats. I'm also going to check in again between 11 and 1 after I've had meal 2. And then she's going to see whether she adds some more to meal 5, I think. So I've had meal 1, I've just sat and eaten it in the car because I was hungry after all that posing and walking on the treaders. I don't know how many steps I've done, probably about 5,000, which is a good little dent in the day, just after 8:10, so that's good. I'm going to start my to-do list now by going to Sainsbury's, grabbing a few more bits for the weekend. My show day food and the plan for show day should come through probably tomorrow. With the foods that I will eat, the foods that I will eat post-show as well, because we need to get some protein in me post-show. I highly doubt there will be any like yummy cookie, anything sweet for me post-show throughout until the 31st, which I'm okay with because my food focus is just, I'm really enjoying my food. It makes me sound so wanky, but because I've had like Biscoff and dark chocolate and peanut butter and that salted caramel peanut butter, you know, I've got lots of sweet things in my plan, so it doesn't make me feel the urge to have something hyper palatable because my food is palatable. There'll be some more carbs going into that meal 2, which is I think 10 grams of dark chocolate and 80 grams cooked weight of rice, and then I'll check in and then she'll make the changes. But I'm going to go to Sainsbury's and I'm going to go to Pet's Corner as well whilst I'm here. I did fight the urge to get a cold brew, but I'll get one later when I actually need it because I've had a monster already. Just don't need that much caffeine because I've already been for 2 sizable poos. Okay, so I'm not getting a pedi. I just went into the nail place and I don't want any gel on them. I don't want them to take mine off. All I wanted was any dead skin on my feet taken off. £30 she wanted to charge. Absolutely fucking not. It would cost me 40 to have a pedi with gel. Daylight robbery, so I'm not doing that. So I'm going to Boots, grabbing a couple of bits that I need to get, and then I'll go back to the car. I have just done my midday check-in after that meal 2, and we're going for a low day tomorrow, low day training day, which doesn't feel great, I'll be honest, but I'm still having the pre-workout 60 gram of oats, 20 gram of whey, 10 gram of Biscoff and a banana rather than berries. So it's not your typical low day for me, which will be good. After my drama with the pedi, I'm nipping to my mum's for her to do my toes again because I don't like them, I've decided. And I'll do my own skin pedi later, God's sake. Well, that was a bloody nice afternoon. So I've sat and done my nails. I've literally just used one of the builder gels in like a light pink and then put a gold flake top coat on top. And then my mum has done my toenails. How anyone is still going to a salon and getting their nails done when the Miley products are so good and so easy to use is beyond me. Beyond me. I got my mum into it. Now my mum's obsessed. She's sending me pictures of friggin' different colours and things like that all the time. And I think this might be the best set that I've ever done. Certainly my favourite set that I've ever done. It's like a milky pink with the gold flake on top. Very pleased with myself. Very pleased to say that my guilt trip also worked on my mum, because she bought me an Easter egg. I'm apparently supposed to share. Okay. Hi! Hi! Mama's home! Best feeling. It's about 9:10 on Wednesday. Yeah, that's me too, Maggie. That's me too. Whacking away. I've had my last meal. I'm just lying down and relaxing. I say I'm relaxing, but gotta be the centre of attention. I'm looking forward to training tomorrow. I was a little bit apprehensive about the low day, but actually with that massive bowl of oats in the morning, it's just not going to feel that bad, is it? Which will be immediately followed by a somewhat smaller bowl of Frosties. I'm in the office tomorrow because I'm on my leadership course, so at least I'm not doing like stressy work stuff. But I'm gonna wind down now and probably go to bed in the next half an hour because I'll be up at 5 to check in. I've already prepared all my meals. I've got my bags packed. There's nothing else to do. But I need to try and be getting decent night's sleeps over the next few days where I can. I've just had my tanning email and my makeup email. My makeup is not until 8 o'clock. Tanning slot that I will be best off going to is between 8 and 9. So I'll finish my makeup at like 8:45, go and get my top coat. I can't believe I don't have to be anywhere until 8. That is unheard of on a show day. Unheard of. I'll probably be up from like 6:30, just getting ready, because I'll do my hair, however that's going to be, and brush my teeth, do a check-in probably. Yeah, can't believe that's so late. My makeup at British Finals, I think, was at 6:45 for a show that I was on at about, what, 2, no, later than that in the afternoon. Mad. Good morning, it's Thursday. It's 7:15. I've just trained. I always call it pulling hams, but it's not really. It's just got some hamstrings in it, but it's a pull glute session really. I'm just having my post-workout. I did have my oats this morning, and they're starting to go down better. My body is starting to get used to that. That was a good session. The lower aspect of it was really strong. So I'm really fucking buzzing for these Frosties. I'm so excited. I've done my check-in this morning. I'm looking a lot tighter, and I think we're in a really good spot for carbs to go in from tomorrow. Really, really happy with the look. Really. Excited to see it with a tan and a bit drier. I'm going to go to work in a second. I'm in the office. I'm just going to eat this before I go. I'm going to pick up a couple of bottles of water on the way and some petrol. Maybe a Dunkin', because I feel like that is my new thing. A Dunkin' sweet vanilla cold brew. and then I'm on a course all day. So it's going to be relatively low key. My steps are 8k to 10k today. So I'm not going to go out on that lunchtime walk. I will savour steps for the evening because I don't want to run over. So I'm not going to push it too hard in the day and actively get them. I'll wait until the evening. But yeah, I'm gassed. I've barely picked the camera up today and it is 10 to 8 in the evening. It has been a hot one. However, I have sat in a jumper and leggings today on this training course because the aircon was just wild and I couldn't hack it. But yeah, it feels hotter now than it did earlier and I don't even understand. This house is a furnace. I've been in, had a little posing practice, albeit I am full of food and, you know, it was later in the evening. I think I've had about 6.5 litres of water, amongst other drinks and stuff, like a couple of coffees. But I was just jumping on while I'm waiting for my creamy to say I picked up the cutest little Tupperwares from Sainsbury's on the way home for show day. Like, how good is that for like a little bit of Biscoff, which has come through in my plan. So I've just packed a couple of these. This is wishful thinking that I'm going to be in an overall, but I just thought they're really handy, not taking up a lot of room in my show day bag to have whilst I pump up. So I've had my show day plan through, which will be subject to change based on how I'm looking and stuff, but we shall see. I'm going to eat my creamy now, which is perfect. And then probably go and pick Andy up. I want to walk Maggie, but it's too fucking hot. And I'm not doing that to her. So I'll have my creamy, go and pick him up from the shop because he's been training tonight. This is how hot it is, look at that. We get an early night before I do my pump up session tomorrow, which I will talk you through in the morning. But for now, I just want to get my shit together and chill out a little bit. Because I'm not saying I feel stressed, but I feel like I've got a lot to do tomorrow, even though I probably haven't. I feel like I have. So yeah, I just need to get on top of those feelings. Good morning. It is Friday. I'm off work. I've done my check-in. I'm getting a high day with no extras whatsoever. So it's just a normal high day for me. I have just done a pump session. I will film a pump session at some point during, you know, show season, but I just wanted to get in and concentrate, and I've run through my routine and I'm happy with it. And yeah, it's just a good day. Pump sessions are boring as fuck and feel pathetic, but I looked all right, so I'll take that. I'm feeling good. I've got lots to do today, which will start off with a little bit of a food shop just to grab a couple of extra bits to pack. But I have got the majority of my stuff ready in my show day bag. I just need to pack things like around that and just get a few admin-y bits done. But I'll show you what I'm doing. I need to wash my hair, but I'm going to put a hair mask in. Wash my hair during the day, but I won't do my hair removal until tonight, where Andy can help me shave my arse and my back. That's what he married. I'm back from running some errands now. So basically everything that I have to do now is back at home. I still need to do my hair removal. I still need to get back to the girls and do their check-ins. I still need to pack everything. I've literally just sat for a coffee and let my food go down. Yesterday I couldn't poop. Today I can't stop, which is a mild concern. We're just having another high day today. Like, nothing extra is going in except what I would normally have on my training day high day. So that is the plan. Might get a little bit more tomorrow, might not. Don't want to overfill. The strategy behind giving me more carbs at the start of the week was to kind of see how much we could put in without spilling me, and then pull back on it with that low day, take off any inflammation, know our limits, and just gently pop them in. You can put carbs in, you can't take them away, so it's just playing it very, very carefully to make sure that the look is exactly right. But I've had my like show day food plan through. My first meal is at 7 a.m. and it is chicken, rice and peanut butter. My second meal is oats, whey, berries and Biscoff, and I think I have that around 10:30. This is all subject to change based on my check-in. And then I've got a chicken and rice meal again, I think. But I'll prepare all of this when we get to where we're going tomorrow night. And I've had my tan and everything, and then I'll probably go to bed once that's done. If it's subject to change, I'm not going to bother myself doing it now. And I would rather transport like all of the fridge bits over in one piece and then do it tomorrow night when I get back from my tan. Just trying to stay relaxed whilst also getting shit done. The house looks like a bomb's gone off downstairs. But once I've got everything together, I can show you better then. Okay, I've done the everything shower, which was helped by Dream Husband shaving my ass. Thank you. You're welcome. I did have a good attempt on my own, and I have finished packing my show day bag, one of many show day bags. I've also finished packing bar things that I need to put in tomorrow morning, my overnight bag, which looks like it's bursting at the seams, but there is not a lot that I really need. I need an outfit to travel down in, I need an outfit for tan, I need an outfit / bronzy for show day, which will be loose t-shirt, loose bottoms, and then all my bikinis and shit, which are going to be in my show day bag. Downstairs currently looks like this, which is not great. I've started cleaning and clearing out my gym bag, which will have all of my food in it on the day. I'm not going to pack that until tomorrow for obvious reasons. I've made up a little carrier bag which has got my tan towel in it and some flip-flops, because I just wanted to have that separate to pick up and go. I've packed a bag for Maggie which has got all of her food in bags and the scoops and everything, so one per meal, because you know Maggie meal preps gains and that. And then I've just got a load of shit which is for the Airbnb and spares and stuff that I will start to put in bags tomorrow when I do my food. And I actually think I can probably chill now. I'm going to make my creamy up and have that. And probably sit down because I'm on 7,174 steps and I'm only supposed to do 8,000 today. So I am pushing it. And I took my watch off in the shower, and showering usually counts my steps. So I am on the cusp. So I'm going to try and relax. The kitchen also looks like this because I've half started getting shit ready and then left it. And it's going to be mad. Anything that can go into a bag tonight will go into a bag tonight. Things like oats, Biscoff, whatever. But to be fair, I'm going to be up early for my check-in in the morning, and I'll have about 5 hours before we need to leave. So I might just leave it until tomorrow. Sounds like a nice idea. Good morning, it's Saturday, it's show day eve. I have just done my check-in and it's the best I've looked so far. I think I'm full, I'm lean. I'm really happy, really happy. I've also dropped a lot of weight overnight. I was 61.2 yesterday, I'm 60.45 today. So, yeah. I'm gonna make a coffee. I'm going to start on the food prep. Meals for today. Packing stuff to be made up for tomorrow, but not actually making it. In terms of show day food, I might make up my meals for tomorrow night. If I don't win, then, and I'm not in the overall, then I will have my meals 3, 4 and 5. If I do win and I'm in the overall, I'll have meals 4 and 5 of my rest day meals. I think it's rest day. Might actually be training day food. Yes it is, because there's pasta sauce in there. So I'm going to make those up. Make up my meals for today and pack the things that I'll need for tomorrow. And then I'll show you what a hot mess my house is. Okay, right. This is the current state of the fridge. This is my beef and chicken that I have day to day anyway. I've chucked about 500 grams of cherries and raspberries in there. I've got lazy chicken in there, just chicken breast. The red top are for the rest of show day meals. These meals with the clear top are today's meals. And I'm taking chicken, berries, oats, whey, and all the other stuff to make them up in here. So tonight I'll put together my show day meals. I'll also take things like this to put my oats in the morning, because I'm having that meal at 10:30, I think, ish. But my overnight bag and my show day bag are upstairs. I've started packing bits into this bag, which will become my show day food bag, with all my scales, my pump up sweets and I've sorted them into 2 just in case I'm in the overall. I've got Biscoff in there for my oats tomorrow. I've got a big bottle of water, which I'll measure out throughout the day, and just a shaker. I need to put that in my backstage bag for tanning. Got some pump-up bands in there, got more pump-up bands in there. I've got a tanning bag, which has also got the bedding in it for the Airbnb. These still need to go somewhere. I'll probably wear them driving down. Spare shoes, actual shoes. Didn't want to pack them until I'd done my check-in this morning. Posing bikini, obviously. Headphones need to go somewhere. This is getting my monster back. One for tomorrow afternoon if I need it. One for the drive home. The Maggie bag. This is also going somewhere. There's a whole lot of stuff. But I'm gonna have my meal 1 now and start tidying bits away in the kitchen, because the majority of stuff is just needs to be packed as and when. I need to pack some bananas, which I'll do, although these are already past the point of which I'd like to eat them. I'm a green banana girl. Disgusting to many, appreciated by few. Okay, so I've had my first meal of the day. I'm just sorting out my stuff. This is my overnight bag. It's got my clothes to wear for tanning, clothes to wear if we go out for a drink post-show. It's got like hair oil and just generally clothes and stuff. It hasn't got anything else really. It's got my bronzy in there, so that I can transfer into that in the morning. Hi Maggie. This is my show day bag, which has got my stage bikini, my spare bikini, a couple of hair bits in there, power packs, brush, all of the stuff that I kind of will use. I've got spare tanning bits, I've got hair accessories, all of my jewellery and stuff is in this front pocket. I've got calms, I've got paracetamol if I need it. I've decanted a load of makeup that I might use for top-ups if I need to throughout the day from my makeup bag into like just a little plaggy bag. Hair bits, cups, bikini bum, bikini bite, spare tan, you know, the essentials just in case. Andy has his bag in the other room and has just taken the dog cage. But this is it. How I got all of this stuff in my tiny old car, I've no idea. Wee stop number 1. Hey, Max. We've just arrived. What a fucking day. Andy is just doing, I don't know whether you can see him, Andy is just doing the first load of stuff. You've been a good girl as well, haven't you? So I'm just staying with Maggie until we get her things in the apartment, and then we'll start making our way in. The drive was about 4 hours, so it has been long. I've had 3 meals, I've got 2 left. And when we get in, I'll have my beef and rice meal, and then I might take my oats with me to tanning, because you just never know how long tanning is going to take. If they're running behind, like, it's just not worth not taking a meal with you. This is such a beautiful place, and the apartment from the pictures and stuff is really, really nice. So even if tomorrow I don't do very well, or I don't get what I'm after, it'll still be a nice little weekend stay, and we'll go out for a drink tomorrow. We pass some nice pubs along the way, so we'll go and have a little date night with the dog tomorrow post show. Yeah, looking forward to it now. I'm getting excited. I'll feel better once my tan's on and I've got less to do. The plan when we get in is to kind of set my bedroom up with my black sheets, get all my food in the fridge. There's nothing I need to do before tanning apart from have a shower with some Sanic Zero. Just make sure that there's no perfumes or anything on there so that it goes on well. I'm going to take a fan with me to tanning because it's about 20 degrees and I want to make sure that I can help it dry. And then when I get back, I will make up my meals for tomorrow. There is a Morrison's around here somewhere, like a little daily store, so I'm going to pop in and get some more bananas and just some more chicken, just in case it hasn't made the journey okay, but it should be all right. It's been next to a freezer pack, but I'm not taking the risk of getting the shits on stage because, God, can you imagine anything worse? Once I've got my tan done and prepared those meals and stuff, made sure that my bags are ready, which they pretty much are, decanting some stuff from one bag to another for what I'll need in the morning, that'll be it, and I'll be in bed, I reckon. Early night for mummy. I've just checked where my tan is, 4-minute drive away, 20-minute walk. The venue is like a 4-minute drive away, 20-minute walk. I've definitely smashed it with the booking on this one. I'm very, very smug right now. It's 10 to 5. I've just been absolutely fisted at Morrison's Daily nearby on the price of food. It was ridiculous. Still can't find any bananas though, so I'm gonna go to a Co-op on the way back from my tan, which will be amusing for everyone apart from me, and try and find some bananas because 3 ain't gonna be enough because one of them's going in my tea. So here we are, we've got Maggie's crate here. She's already made herself at home on here. Maggie, good girlie. This is the kitchen, which I've already started decanting everything. Andy's been a superstar as per usual and just put, that's Andy's room, just put my black bedding on here so that I don't get tan everywhere. Black clothes for tan. Just started unpacking my shit. It's 6:15. I'm about to go for my tan. I have the shits. I don't feel particularly nervous at the moment, but I think my body is nervous. Not wicked. I still look fine, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's not a great feeling, particularly when you're about to bend over in front of someone and show them your chocolate starfish. I just asked Andy, I was like, this is the lowest point of my life. Can you please just inspect my bum hole and make sure that there are no remnants of shit there? I mean, he did, because that's, you know, till death do us part, and look at your asshole and check for shit. But I'm wearing flip-flops, black baggy gym pants, black baggy t-shirt. I've got with me a towel to stand on, and I've also got my last meal with me just in case. So that is 60 grams of oats, 20 grams of whey, 10 grams of peanut butter. I've got my scales with me, I've got salt with me, I've got GDAs with me, and I've also got dandelion root, which is going in tonight. It's going in with my last meal tonight, and it's going in with my first meal tomorrow, which is a diuretic. I've also put a very, very thin layer of just clear nail varnish on my nails and on my toenails to make sure that the tan doesn't stick to them and stain them. I've also brought, because it's still 18 degrees, a little hand fan, which I'm sure I will dry under my tits with. Classy. Honestly, I just do not give a flying fuck. This is actually developing quite well already. I was not impressed with it to start off with, and it's developing quite nice. It doesn't matter that much if your base tan is patchy, you get shit down it, it doesn't matter that much. The top coat is the one that you want to try and protect. So again, I'm being so much more relaxed about it than I have been about any other preps and stuff. I've had that tan, it took ages to dry, got talking to some of the girls. It's really weird, but when you're stood around a fan, having bent over and shown each other your assholes, and you're just drying and chatting about normal stuff, you've got to fucking laugh at yourself and the situation that you're in, and that you're all just chatting away, but naked. You're not even talking about preps. You're like, oh, what do you do? Yeah, I do this, and I'm an air hostess, and oh, that's nice. Do you get free flights with that? Yeah, get free flights. Oh my God, that's amazing. But naked. When I get back home, get back to the apartment, and then I'm going to make up some of my food for tomorrow. So cooking up some extra rice, making sure that my chicken's all right, you know, the really fucking exciting stuff. Looking forward to tomorrow, and I've stopped shitting, so that's always great, isn't it? I am back at the Airbnb, developing and just chilling out and lying down. My teeth. Maybe I didn't need to whiten them. Never mind, it's done. I've put some toilet seat covers on the toilet, so when I want to go for a wee in a little bit, it'll all be fine. I had my last meal at tanning because I got there at 6. It's never at 6. Your appointment is at 6. It's never at 6. I don't know what time I went through because I wasn't looking at my phone, and I've taken my watch off, but I'm glad I took it. They are always running behind. There was only 2 girls tanning today, and even when I got there at 6, I wasn't in the first 4. I was there, so people got there early, and I wasn't in the first 4. I was in the second 4. So I thought, right, well, this is going to take ages. I'm going to go and sit and eat my meal, and I did, and had some more to drink. So I've had, how many litres have I had today? 5, nearly 6. I had some dandelion root with that last meal. I'm not looking at how I'm looking because there's just no point. And I'm not overthinking it because the work's done for this one. So Andy's gone out for a run. Maggie is just chilling. She loves the window. She's just looking out the window and chilling out on her little spot. And yeah, I'll probably go to bed about 9, half 9ish, so not actually that long before I go to bed. I'll wait till Andy comes home. I've prepared my meals roughly for tomorrow. I haven't put the peanut butter on my 7 o'clock meal yet. I'll do that in the morning after it's come out of the microwave. I will prepare my oats in the morning, but I've packed up the rest of them ready to go. So yeah, that's it. Can't do any more. PCA. Good morning, it is show day. It's about 6:30. I've been up since, I don't know why I got up at 5:30, but I've been up since 5:30, just getting stuff ready. I've done my check-in for this morning. I've then put like my blow dry brush through my hair. I have spoken to Amy, she's really happy. I'm just sorting out the food situ for the day. So I prepared my 7 a.m. meal last night. I just haven't put the peanut butter on it. It's 50 grams of chicken, 80 grams cooked weight of rice, and I can't remember whether it's 10 or 20 grams of peanut butter. I think it's 10, but I'll check obviously before I eat it. And then I'm just making up my oats, which will be 50 gram of oats, 20 gram of whey, a banana, salt, Biscoff, can't remember what else, but again, I'll check it before I eat it. It's roughly that, and I'll have that around 10:30. So yeah, I'm just plodding about, and once I've finished cooking this, I will go and lie down and I'll try and stay off my feet as much as I can. I've just asked Amy how many bananas is extra bananas, because I bought 5. I'm sure that's more than enough, but I don't know, I like to check these things. I'm looking forward to it. I don't feel nervous, but I don't feel like super excited either. I just feel a bit flat. I'm sure when I've got my tan on and stuff and I've got my makeup done, I'll feel lots nicer, but I'm happy with the look this morning. Yeah, I look the best I've ever looked, so when you look the best you've ever looked, you're kind of like, whatever happens, happens now. Couldn't have done any more. Bon appetit. I've had my makeup done. I actually asked the lady that was there whether she had any extra time just to put some curls in my hair, and she did, thank fuck. It's 9 a.m. I'm going to register at 9, then I've got all the time in the world to go and get my top coat and my food and stuff, which I will have about 10:30.
Ladies, please ensure that you are standing on the line, numbers visible, posing towards the judges. Turn to your right. A quarter turn facing the rear. A quarter turn to your right. And a quarter turn facing the front. Ladies, posing with your arms overhead, hands open. Any pose from the side. Turning to face the rear, arms overhead, hands open. Any pose from the side. And an additional shot facing the front. Audience members, a round of applause.
Yes, Hannah!
Ladies on the line, listening for your numbers. Competitor 27 and 28, please switch.
Yes, Hannah!
Can we have competitor 29 and 28, please switch. Ladies, posing with your arms overhead, hands open. Any pose from the side. Facing the rear, arms overhead, hands open. Any pose from the side.
That's mega.
And an additional shot facing the front. Audience members, can we have a round of applause?
Yes, Hannah!
Thank you, first athlete performing her routine, number 27, Hannah Thomas.
I see your dirty face, hide behind your collar. What is done in vain? Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie, live a lie, live a lie. And you take your time, and you do your crime. Will you leave your death?
Yes, Hannah!
Thank you, Hannah.
Today has been so hectic. I've not updated jack shit of this show because this venue is not ideal, and I will talk about that later, but I fucking run. So I'm just lying down and getting some rest before the overall later because I want to do my best.
Okay, good.
So yeah, just resting my legs up and seeing how I go. But I'll catch up with everything after today's over.
Let's go!
Ladies, please ensure that you are facing the judges. Numbers visible. Audience members, a round of applause. Ladies, a quarter turn to your right. A quarter turn facing the rear.
Yes, Hannah!
A quarter turn to your right. And a quarter turn facing the front. Ladies, posing with your arms overhead, hands open. Any pose from the side. Facing the rear, posing with your arms overhead, hands open. Any pose from the
Let's
side.
go!
And a final pose facing the front. Audience members, a round of applause. DJ, can we have some?
Ladies and gentlemen, which one of these two phenomenal figure athletes is your overall champion?
Hannah!
The overall figure champion is athlete number 30, Brooke! Can we have Brooke and Hannah to the front, please?
Can we have a final pose?
Change of events. We were going to go to the pub after the overall, and we have the Airbnb booked until tomorrow, but it's 4:30 now and I feel pretty good. So knowing that there's some work to do tomorrow, we're going to head back, and I will do a little bit of a show roundup and talk through everything and how the day panned out when we get home. But I'm just going to get home, and hopefully by then as well I'll have had hopefully some friends in the audience and people on Instagram send me some more footage and stuff. But for now, it's going to be a 4-hour drive home. But I slept really well last night, so I feel up to doing it. I think it'll be fine. If it's not, I'll stop. I'm able to put a Monster back in now, so as long as I just hydrate and get a Monster in, I'd rather have a later getting home and having a good night's sleep in my own bed than get up crack of dawn tomorrow and try and beat the bank holiday traffic. It just seems like the better idea at the moment. We'll see.